Am I on? Okay. I'm gonna say Chantel. And I'm going to request, when that happens, could somebody just, like, literally say in chat, "You've gone offline." Reactions of, "Well, dang," and "Boy, that isn't good." Don't help me. If somebody, because I don't necessarily, like, I glanced down and saw that it said offline instead of excellent, but literally, if somebody could just be like, "You're offline," that would be super helpful. And like, whispers or Discord messages I don't necessarily catch. If you drop it in chat and just be like, "You've gone offline," excellent. That is helpful. If we ever have a problem to the point where it doesn't come back online right away, then we have the lovely April Fool's category of literally just chatting that we can use. But yeah, it's panic mode. Uh, I'm so frustrated by this, and I'm doing my best. I decided to return to the Normandy to go ahead and unlock the things that we just unlocked. So that is what we are presently doing. If I had the money, I would literally pay to have fiber connected to my apartment. But then again, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be in this apartment. Thank you all so much for your patience. We have a thank you from my daughter. New message. From Diana. Commander Shepard. Arya Taloke told me where to send this. I'm Neff's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Arya also told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments, that she was the one who'd killed my daughter. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Neff deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but you at least killed that woman who took what little she had away. Gratefully, Diana. I don't actually like the B word, so I just chose not to. Unless it's being used in a scientific sense to actually refer to a canine that is physically female. Anyway, I don't know. Do I not have? Oh, Token Vitality. Research. Yes. Yes. Heavy weapon ammo. 6 of 6. Note that the next announcement is only for test purposes. Black alert! So it didn't manage to put it inside of the announcement thing, but I do like the idea of it, the command being black alert. That is excellent. At your person, I don't learn to use a single bonus power obtaining. I don't need that. I've already got a power like. Okay. Morton, you have anything new to say to me? Huh?
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Shame I had to kill him. Might have made a good member of the team. Willing to get his hands dirty.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing
mission,
faster than other species. Has to be.
Work.
Short-lived culture can't
Doesn't really
spend
work.
time reminiscing.
Solarian emotional processing faster. I mean, they are very short-lived. So it makes sense that they would be able to process their emotions faster.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthy or otherwise. Could still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later? Shepard, how can I help?
Alright,
I'll
we're
let you work.
back to standard
Here if you need.
there now. Yeah, we still have our Krogan friend to do a mission for. You know, I have so many thoughts of things that I want to do with the stream. Like, the whole idea of a black alert, I would love to set things up so that I could... Like, if I had smart lights and we needed to go to black alert, I would totally just have a black alert setting that I could just hit on, like, my stream deck or just say it and the lights would change. When I started college, I was looking at going into a career of scenic and lighting design. I have ideas. I have thoughts about, like, scene and lighting design. I don't have the physical space to set up a space for stream that I can do scene and lighting design in. I also don't have the lighting equipment in my home to be able to do the sort of lighting design that I would like to do. Eventually, someday, quite possibly. Although, at the moment, the goal is to move to a place with better internet. Because that seems more important than being able to actually, like, set up the lighting and room that I would like for streaming. So not buying the wonderful lighting kits that I would like to have that require space behind the desk. Because this room's not big enough for me to actually set them up. So why buy them when there's no physical space to put them? There's a wall right behind the camera and the monitors. If there wasn't, the camera would actually probably be back a little bit further so that you could see a little bit more of me. But as it is, I work with the setup that I can have in the space that I have. I mean, you've all seen the screen behind me, which is literally screening off so that you don't see the rowing machine that's behind me that I forget to use because it's behind the screen and actually like in a folded up position and requires extra work to unfold. But there's not enough floor space for me to have it unfolded all of the time so that I actually use it. Anyway, never mind. I'm apparently in a verbal diarrhea sort of situation today. You did a Star Trek stream once and set up the Elgato to change the overlay to red alert. Would have changed the lights at the same time if you had. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't have... I've wanted, like, smart lighting for a while, but I've never gotten it. And I'm sort of glad because, like, the number one name in smart lighting literally just went defunct and all of their devices are bricked. So, like, the smart lighting, because it was connected... And also, like, I don't want my smart lights connected to the internet. I want them to connect to my local router and not go any further. Or I want them to connect via a Bluetooth connection to my device. I don't want them connected to the internet. That seems stupid. The Internet of Things was a concept we studied when I was in grad school because I went to library school. And Internet of Things is a totally, like, information-based thing. And, I've seen stories lately, I saw somebody relating on Twitter how he couldn't get the convection portion of his convection oven to work. And he looked into it and discovered it was because he never connected his oven to the internet. and that feature won't function unless the oven is connected to the internet. Why does my oven need to connect to the internet in order to use the convection in the convection oven? That seems stupid. I should be able to use appliances offline. Do I trust? Oh, that is a good question, Portico. I will leave that up to you. But also, we did get a green alert of the black alert. A green announcement of the black alert. So was it just that purple didn't work? Very confused. Moobot is green purple colorblind apparently. Oh dear. I mean, green and purple are lovely. I love both colors. All right, we are returning back to Chanka if I can find it. Why were we all the way over there? I don't understand. We need to land on Tachanka again. Alright. What? What was that? There was like an arrow and it said loyal and it... Mordin is loyal now? I don't understand. I like the new outfit, Mordin. Wish that you had a better outfit, Tamara. I hate your frickin' ass, Zaid. Literally, I just want to get rid of the boob. I should actually, like, look at... I mean, that one is nice, with the little full purple face. And so many of them, and there's one or two companions I literally have not picked up. Like, what is wrong with me? Got it. It means new stuff unlocked for him and spoiler stuff. Okay. Tangentially related note. You know how many calls we at the cable company get from elderly people when smart TV companies update UI on their devices and now these people don't know how to use them? Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many you get, but I imagine it's a lot. Handsome Squidward is always a good choice. So we don't need to bring Mordin along for the rest of Grunt's mission, but it's a Krogan-based thing, and I sort of feel like we should. Because Mordin is responsible for who the Krogan are today, and I sort of feel like we should bring Mordin. One is story-based and the other is DLC? What do you mean? One what? Of the outfits? We're bringing Mordin. Because I feel like he needs to see what he caused the Krogan to become. I mean, not that I don't think he's not aware. Like, I think he's aware. Oh, characters. Got it. Oh, the two missing characters. One is story and the other is DLC. Got it. Hi, Adventures of Tony. And also, I should probably save. Oh, stretch. Oh, I love the Xander Goodzone emote. I do have some, like, rebuilding of, like, my overlays and stuff that I need to do soon. They're getting stale, but I'm not quite there yet. I do like the stretch, and I will attempt not to hunch, and I will hydrate, and I will switch hats. Let's see. Hat. Hat. We're going from green to this one. I haven't worn this one in a while. I don't know if it's orange. I don't know what color it actually is. I love this hat. This is the hat that I bought the hat stretcher for because this hat is just slightly too tight. But interestingly, looser than the one I was just wearing. Really need a good hat stretcher. I had one of the little wooden ones that you crank that doesn't work so well. What I need is the one that they have at the hat shop that is like head-shaped, and you put the hat on it, and it forcibly expels steam into the hat to force it to expand very quickly. But I don't know how much those... He changed hats without taking one off. Sorcery! It's the hat trick. Anyway, back to the game here. Okay. You have a metal blocker one? Yeah, the really inexpensive ones, like there's a $12 one that's little wooden blocks and you twist a crank to expand it. And they work okay. But like the hat returns to size within like an hour of taking it out. So they're not great. Steam one is supposed to help to make the fibers relax and ultimately expand more permanently, but okay, God, I saw the announcement before I saw that it was a test announcement. But thank you, Lord Portico. Like, I hate that we have to have this, but I love that the community is with me in figuring it out. Boobot lies, you can't control the colors. It's okay. Green is fine. You have to spin around a lot. You give Moobot too much credit. Moobot has been really good for me. But at the moment, I feel like I have too many bots. I've got the Twitch, I've got the Moobot, I've got Mix It Up, which does the death counter for me. I think I still have Nightbot enabled. I have Siribot. I like Siribot. Saribot or whatever. Because it's supposed to get rid of some of the random like follow bots. And so far it's pretty good. When you were shaping your hats, you soaked them in hot water, then blocked them, stretched them, then starched them after they dried. Nice. I mean, so my brown one, I washed it in hot water, and it's got wrinkles in it that I've never been able to get out of it because of it. So I'm leery of sticking my hats in hot water without having something head-shaped to stick them on to, like, dry. But anyway. Okay. Let me figure out. I have some side quests that I need to finish. And then we've got Morden's quest that's going on. And I'm actually going to try and do this. Combustion manifold. Deliver the manifold. Find someone at Erdnot Camp who can use it. And this goes back to the Chief Scout. Alright. For the moment, giving you all ability to access the Black Alert command to help me in the event that the mods are away. Thank you, Portico. You can also, you should be able with Moobot to set it so that that command can be used by regulars, and there's a regulars list on Moobot, because the regulars list is set up so that they can, like, my regular viewers that I have set up on the regulars list in Moobot are able to post links without getting swatted. But you could do that so that it's not just random people, but it's the people who are here all the time.
Take your business to the clan leader and keep your running pet on a short leash. Get him the right soon or put him down.
Just let me by. I have business to take care of.
Yeah. And I think, I don't remember who, Boobot got mad at somebody for links the other day, but I don't remember who it was. But they're a regular viewer and should probably be on the regulars list, but I forgot who it was. So it might have been Shadows, but I don't know. But if you want to jump across the galaxy.
Clan Urdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. Based on population profiles, Clan Urdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Werlock, mostly women and children.
Ah, intelligent move. Surprising from Krogan. Glad to see it.
Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Well, we know the clan leader, and we've spoken to the clan leader already once, but... Let's turn in... thing we need to turn in over here.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that base and back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
What about Homestar Runner? I missed something. Anyway. We've already read all of that.
Talk to you later.
One wrong step, Shepard.
Oof. That Varen sounds...
Win in the pit. Don't touch anything.
Hey, maybe they can use the manifold.
Do I look like I have
Light
time to
switch
talk?
raves.
I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
I think I have the part he needs. Speaking of Homestar Runner, brought to mind there's a, wow, brain, names. There's a board game where you can burninate the countryside. My brain will not give me, what the heck is the name of the thing with the... What is the... I did Two Puddle. Trogdor, thank you, the Trogdor board game, and it is a lot of fun. I've actually played it. The last time that the library, well, when the library held our board game night in fall of 2019, I brought Trogdor the board game and played it with some students at the board game night, and it was a lot of fun. It's a really good board game. Eons ago in the fall of 2019, that feels like it was last fall, because my brain still refuses to parse that it is not currently March 2020. Anyway.
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians?
Yeah, the Trogdor board game is really good.
Work? Not anymore, we don't.
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work.
I love that there's a Krogan mechanic.
Scratch at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
What's that you're working on there?
I'm tuning up these machines for battle.
When do I get to
It's
romance a
wonder this
Krogan?
Tomka here made it back to camp. It could be worse. A couple more hits
Or
on the
play one.
broadside, and this thing would have crumbled.
Krogans place so much importance on martial strength. How did you become a mechanic?
You don't think it takes
How
martial
do you
strength to
think
be a
those fools
mechanic?
make it to the field to kill each other? Who do you think keeps the weapons working? Without me, there's no battle, just slaughter. I am the military might of Clan Urdnot.
I bet Adventures of Tony would agree with me that it takes martial might to be a mechanic. Like, you need to be strong to be a mechanic. You were in Fiddler on the Roof in high school. You had a legit big ol' light switch rave in one of the dressing rooms during a performance. Oh dear. Yes, like ME4, like, right. Shepard is wonderful. It's lovely that we get to play this character and that we have a little bit of customization options. Andromeda did some weird things with Ryder, but Ryder generally okay. But honestly, let me play the other races. Don't make me be human all the time. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm a human. I think they're afraid that if they open up racial options for you to play, that like 90% of their player base is going to play an Asari and clothe them in nothing. But, you know, they can get around that by not letting you take all the clothes off if you're Asari. Yeah. Absolutely, Mobius. And when you like Inquisition, you could actually even play the people with the horns, a Qunari, and that was nice. Like having the options is good. But even as far back as like Mass Effect 1, you could be a human, an elf, or a dwarf. But in Mass Effect, you only have the option of playing this one character. Which is, I don't know. Was Mass Effect 1 roughly contemporaneous with Dragon Age 2? Because Dragon Age 2, you only have a single character that you could play. And you have 3 options for class. And one of those options for class doesn't even make sense narratively in the story.
How do you feel about what Rex is trying to do?
The old man's crazy if you ask me. Which you just did.
He did.
But that stuff fixes itself. If it doesn't work, Rex gets torn to shreds and we find out who's got the next best plan.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
That said, one of my favorite games in existence is Dragon Age 2. I have played through it 2.5 times.
Things would last longer if they didn't hit
I probably would have played it more if the first time I played it had not been last November. Like, I literally started playing it last November for the first time ever, and I've already played through it 2.5 times because I love Dragon Age 2. So, yeah. Within a year, Mass Effect was a year after Dragon Age 2, so they had sort of the similar concept of here's this central character, you're all going to play this character, which is fine, but it's not as good as, like, Mass Effect 1, you had some choice. Mass Effect 2, I get that they wanted to tell that specific story, and it's fine, but at the same time, having some choice would have been nice. But it's a lot more complex to give you that choice in the way that they were building the games, because who you were, or, like, who you are, affects how people react to you and what narrative paths are open to you. So yeah, my guess is that it was because it's easier to write. They tried to move on from Shepard, Tony. They ended up moving on from Shepard to Ryder, and let me just say I don't want to spoil things, but the decision of how they did things in Mass Effect Andromeda with having Ryder be twins, and you choose at the beginning whether to play the male Ryder or the female Ryder, and the way they implemented that in the story was just kind of like, you didn't really need to do that. I don't want to give spoilers by saying exactly what they did, but it's tired. Like, no, was unnecessary. Anyway. Oh, Mass Effect 1 was 2007, ME2 was 2010, and ME3 was 2012. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, they just different approaches, I guess. I've already talked to Rex. Turned in the side quests here. Packages for Ish. Oh, Citadel. Like, why haven't I done that? We still have to do... Oh, Citadel. Citadel? Alright. Talk to the shaman. I mean, the way it plays now, it plays fine. It's just... It's unnecessary and annoying.
Why do you care so much? You gonna leave Tachanka? Run off with the damn bloodback bird?
Alright, I have to find the shaman. Oh, I'm basically there. Have I been to the med lab? Med lab seems new. Have I not been there? Before we talk to the shaman, I must go investigate this med lab because I don't believe I've been there.
You say you're happy here in this camp? Where the power doesn't work half the time? And Pyjok's the Baird and other clans are always trying to kill us? Yeah. Get alive, bro.
The pits have been a bloodbath ever since Urza's hand. Always want more shock absorption. Those
Did
big...
Krogan have a med lab? I have not been in here.
Krogan's hit by genophage, nuclear assaults, civil wars. Still survive.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Or anyone else.
Impressive to see life adapt, continue despite circumstances. Inspiring.
I don't think I've ever used the outfit with the headphones. I'll have to do that so that I can see that scene. A hijack! Wait, what? No! I hit the button before it registered to me that I was going to punch the hijack. I didn't mean to. I hit the button before I saw what I was doing by hitting the button.
Should you be in here?
Who are you?
I am Fortak, Lord High Researcher in matters scientific for Clan Urdnot.
Lord High
I don't have time
Researcher.
to answer your inane questions.
I am the Lord High Researcher. Sorry. My brain went to Gilbert and Sullivan. I am the Lord High Executioner.
I won't take up much of your valuable time.
My work is very important, human.
Of course it is. I'm just curious. I'd heard a lot about the genius of Krogan science.
Oh, finally, someone understands. I swear, I am among brainless Pyjaks here.
You are.
Toiling among savages.
There are Pyjaks all
I am
around
the
you.
Lord High Researcher.
Ravon Vintage.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to be a scientist. I designed weapons. Now my genius is wasted on frivolous things. Things that don't explode. My
Oh.
predecessor said no one would understand the true worth of my work. As I pulled my blade from his chest, I knew he was telling the truth.
I'm not even gonna ask. They have the One Punch. They have the you killed your predecessor, but it's a Krogan. I'm not even gonna ask because of course he killed his predecessor.
You must be working
How
on
else do
something
you
important.
advance?
I was building the biggest, best offensive ordnance yet. A real ground pounder. But the new clan leader wastes my time with frivolous research. Crop genetics, medicinal improvements. We can buy that stuff from the Solarians.
Solarians created genophage. I've heard.
I've
So,
heard.
Trust them with medicines and agriculture?
Yeah, what else can the Solarians do to us at this point? It's not like they can make us even more infertile. Actually,
They
wait,
could.
forget I said anything.
I mean, they literally could.
Sounds like the new clan leader has some very different ideas on how to lead the Krogan.
If you want to know more, talk to him directly. He's my leader. I'll not say anything else about him.
Enjoy your research.
Yes, move along.
So there's I can buy stuff from him though, and I'm going to because
I'll take it.
I just got an achievement called Weapon Specialist. Because I keep buying things. Oh my gosh. I should have paid more attention. I assumed I had plenty of credits, but wow, that used all my credits. What did I buy? Biotic damage is good. Assault rifle damage, I probably should have gone for the... I could load. I'm going to, because I didn't realize that was going to just take all of my money. I probably should have paid attention. Oh. Apparently the autosave is not what I want to load. Let's load the quick save. Like, I'm fine spending money, and spending a lot of it in order to get that. I just would prefer to get the things that I'm going to use more of, and I use the pistols a lot more than I use the assault rifles.
Ever since Urza's hand, don't touch anything.
Plus, I can not punch the Pyjak this time.
Krogans hit by genophage, nuclear assaults, civil wars. Still survive.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Alternate reality.
Or anyone else.
Where
Impressive to see
I
life
don't
adapt,
punch the
continue
Pyjak.
Despite circumstances, inspiring.
Who are you?
I am Fortak, Lord High Researcher in matters scientific for Clan Urdnot, and I don't have time to answer your inane questions.
I won't take up much of your valuable time.
My work is very
Come on.
important, human.
Of course it is. I'm just curious. I'd heard a lot about the genius of Krogan science.
Literally just had this conversation.
Oh, finally, someone understands.
I love that complimenting the genius of Krogan scientific research gets to him.
I am the Lord
I
High
love it.
Researcher.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to
I
be
am
a
the model.
scientist.
I am the very model of a modern, of a
Now my
scientific
genius
researcher.
is wasted on frivolous things.
Yeah.
Things that don't explode.
So in my
My
brain,
predecessor said no one would
Lord High
understand the true
Researcher,
worth
my
of
brain
it.
goes immediately to the Mikado,
Chast I used.
except that my brain,
You must be working on
the
something
only
important.
version of the Mikado that exists in my brain is the Hot Mikado, which is a jazz version of the Mikado.
A real
So
ground
my brain goes, I am the Lord High Executioner, which then translates to, I am the Lord High Researcher.
Solarians created genophage.
Anyway,
I've heard.
if you've not
Still
heard
trust them
the
with
Hot
medicines
Mikado,
and
and you
agriculture?
like Gilbert and Sullivan,
Yeah, what else can the
and also
Solarians
like
do to us at
jazz,
this point?
let
Not
me
like they can make
recommend
us even
the
more
Hot
infertile.
Mikado.
Actually,
It's
I
quite
forget I
good.
said anything.
Sounds like the new clan leader has some very different ideas on how to lead the Krogan.
If you want to know more, talk to him directly. He's my leader.
The Mikado
That's
does
everything
have
else
some
about
great
him.
songs.
Enjoy your research.
I just,
Yes, move along.
I've never actually heard the original Mikado. I've only listened to the Hot Mikado, which is a jazz version of the Mikado, and absolutely amazing. And available on a soundtrack. I also I saw twice and have a video recording of the Guthrie Theater's version of HMS Pinafore, which was also kind of a reimagining of it with reorchestrations that took it in more of a jazz rock direction that I absolutely adored. Elixir, not so much, but Elixir loves Gilbert and Sullivan in its original forms. But for me, like the more upbeat, jazzy rock version of HMS Pinafore that the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis did Love it. Absolutely wonderful. Sadly, there's no recording of the audio that is available for you to listen to, so I can't recommend that one. But the Hot Mikado is worth a listen. So definitely want the biotic damage. Man, that's 90,000 credits. And the heavy pistol damage is 60,000 credits, which probably worth it, because I like the heavy pistol. So I think we're getting the biotic damage and the heavy pistol damage.
This looks interesting.
Sadly, no fish. I still have no fish. I wish I had fish. My fish died. I have an empty aquarium in my room back on the Normandy. Oh, fish. I still need to make... I saw the comment earlier, I don't remember who it was, probably Papa Blum, about the everything is fine. I still need to make an everything is fine emote. I haven't figured out how to make it look good.
You don't have the plates to try.
Salvage operations on the Salahiel system have been cleared.
I haven't been to the Citadel in Mass Effect 2 yet, Shadows of Life. I will get there eventually. I'm doing everything else except for main plot and Arrival before going to the Citadel. There's the shaman. Nakmor. Clan Nakmor.
Turn back, human. I may be an ambassador among my...
Why do I know Clan Nakmor? Is that the one that goes to Andromeda?
Don't think that carrying this whelp of a Krogan makes you worth my time. Leave now before my guards decide to eject you.
You seem like a well-traveled Krogan, Ambassador.
I am.
Then you must know who I am. And you have to be aware that bad things happen to those who oppose me.
Stand down, men. I'm starting to like this human. I am the ambassador to Urdnot from Clan Nakmor. We're a small clan based in the Kratic Wastes.
If Nakmor is a small clan, how do you keep the more powerful clans from destroying you?
We are the clan of the great warlord Nakmor Kral, who faced down platoons of Turians and won. Most clans lend us the respect our ancestor is due.
What business does Clan Nakmor have with the Urdnot?
Clan leader Rex requested that I come. He and Clan Nakmor have been in talks about a more permanent alliance. With our help,
Thanks,
Urdnot
Shadows
could
Eye.
rally others behind its banner and truly unite Tuchanka, and we would gain the chance to fight in larger battles with greater plunder.
Larger battles and greater plunder sound good.
I thought all Krogan want to be warriors. What makes a Krogan become an ambassador?
Don't think being an ambassador
You know
is a
as
battle?
much as you think, human. A Krogan diplomat has to represent the strength of his people, or his clan appears ripe for conquest. I slaughtered my way to the top of my clan, human. I speak with the authority of a warrior.
It's just a different kind of battle.
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
Eyes straight ahead.
Not Torth?
Go away. The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
The envoy? Alright, let's find out about this rite. System seems more humane than corporate takeover culture. Yeah, true. Hot tea is a weapon for some ambassadors, Shadows of Life. I read half of that before I realized what you were saying, and you are indeed accurate. And that was one of the best moments. Absolutely one of the best moments.
You go beyond yourself, Gatatog Uvank. The rights of Urdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic. They know blood no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case. I'll speak for myself. This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
Ooh. I want this crap over with. Ooh. Enjoy your lurk while you brew some tea.
Urdnot Rex has given us permission to seek clan status for Grunt.
Permission. That is good enough, if lacking in spirit.
If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My Krant stands against him. He has no one.
My patience is tested, but Uvank invokes correctly. Grunt, who is your Krant? Your allies willing to kill and die on your behalf?
I mean, I'm guessing that's us.
How is a candidate tested if he brings backup on his rite of passage?
Not every Krogan can be the strongest warrior, but each must inspire his peers to battle at his side. If the ones who know you best can find nothing worthy in you, you should wander the wastes and die alone before you weaken my clan.
Grunt will strengthen Clan Urdnot. Name our target, and it will die.
Spoken well. Most aliens, some Krogan, do not understand our ways. I believe this human does.
Aliens don't know strength. My followers are true Krogan. Everything about Grunt is a lie.
Oh no! There was an interrupt there and I missed it! I might have to reload. I was laughing over the fact that Michael Dorn, is playing the character that was accused of not understanding the ways of the warrior people. I need to reload, because I wanted to do that. So, let's just...
I don't care about your ritual or your
I'm just clicking something, because I'm going to reload.
Heretical, but decisive. I will allow
I just have to get...
But you leave your opposition unsatisfied,
Sorry,
human.
I was laughing and my eyes were closed. I literally didn't see the interrupt. So I will reload.
Tradition if you pollute the rite.
You dare. I was a warrior before your mother was born. I speak with the authority of centuries. I decide who is worthy. That is the end of it.
I have other means to oppose this.
You have provoked them. Reason enough for me to like you. They're your problem now.
We're ready. Let's do this.
It struck me as hilarious that the shaman was dissing Michael Dorn for not understanding the reload might also be a good time to take. That's true. I should probably do that. I just need to get to where I can reload. Alright. Okay. I have reloaded. We will, we'll take a quick break. For bio break, and I will, I'm trying to remember to do this, been forgetting to do this, going to remember to do this, going to run a quick 1-minute ad break while I take my break, just so that anybody who doesn't have a sub will suffer less intrusive ads. So, it helps me to control that the ads will happen while I'm on break, and you won't miss anything. So, I would prefer that there not be any ads at all, but that's not an option, or at least on my end. The only thing I can do is say no ads for my subscribers, but then other people suffer. And so I'm going to go to the BRB screen and run a quick 1-minute ad break. I will be back very shortly. And feel free to take I should be back now. And hopefully that means that the ads are over and you all are back as well. Hopefully you got a break and we can continue forward and try this conversation again, taking the interrupt possibly. We'll see. Anyway, welcome back to Mass Effect on Sunday here in the Rogues Gallery. You couldn't leave, the cat got in your lap. Oh dear. I haven't had that issue personally. I've never actually had a cat. We did discover that my younger brother is very allergic to cats, which is why things like bodega cats and library cats and things like that, cats that literally live in public spaces that invite the public in, annoy me. Because my little brother walking into one of those places that is just like, hey, go to the public library, and walking in and encountering cat dander could send him into anaphylaxis. And they celebrate like, hey, yay, library cat, woo! This cat loves to, like, is inside the public library. And it's like, do you not realize how exclusionary that is? There are people who cannot go there because you have a cat, and you're literally not actually, like, putting a sign on the door saying, warning, there's a potential major allergen inside this building. Sorry, I don't know, my brain just went on a tangent there, but, like, I've not had a cat, personally. Enjoy your lurk, Shadows. I get the joy that the cats bring to people. I see things like cats in public places, and I'm like, my little brother would go in there and end up in the hospital. And have no warning that it was going to happen. But I'm a bird person, if you didn't know. I had pet birds. I miss my pet birds. I like my pet birds. Someday I will probably have pet birds again.
You go beyond yourself, Gatatar Uvank. The rights of Urdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic. They know blood no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case. I'll speak for myself. This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
Urdnot Rex has given us permission to seek clan status for Grunt.
Permission? That is good enough, if lacking in spirit. If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My clan stands against him. He has no one. My patience is tested, but Uvank invokes correctly. Grunt, who is your clan? Your allies willing to kill and die on your behalf?
I'm seeing an indication that the street might be unstable. Before I go any further in this, I'm going to check. How are things looking on the stream? I think we may have been stabilizing. I'm not certain. I'm just double checking, making sure. Yeah, it looks like it has stabilized again. So, alright. I'm gonna remember how to re-enter the program without accidentally selecting something. Woohoo! Alright, here we go. Bring allies?
How is a candidate tested if he brings backup on his rite of passage?
Not every Krogan can be the strongest warrior, but each must inspire his peers to battle at his side. If the ones who know you best can find nothing worthy in you, you should wander the wastes and die alone before you weaken my clan.
We will kill for Grunt.
Grunt will strengthen Clan Urdnot. Name our target, and it will die.
Spoken well. Most aliens, and some Krogan, do not understand our ways. I believe this human does. Aliens don't know strength. My followers are true Krogan. Everything about Grunt is a lie. You dare. I like this human. He understands. I withdraw my denial. This will be decided
Okay.
elsewhere.
That was worth reloading.
You have provoked them. Reason enough for me to like you. They're your problem now.
Do we need any special equipment?
To begin the rite, only the candidate and his Krant are required. You love battle, don't you, Shepard? The
No.
last gasp of a dying opponent.
I don't,
Bring your
but
love of the fight to Grunt's trial, and he will succeed.
Is that Krogan gonna be a problem?
He is forbidden to interfere, will he? During the rite of passage, you must be ready for anything, Shepard.
he's forbidden.
From what you've
But he's
shown
going
me,
to anyway.
You will not disappoint.
We've waited long enough. Tell us how this works.
Still your impatience, Shepard. For now, know that Grunt will be tested, and that you must adapt.
We'll return when we're ready.
When the young Krogan is prepared, bloodshed in the rite must not be rushed.
Alright. I think we're ready. Shepard's now an inch shorter. I think we're ready.
Are you ready to begin the rite of passage? Be warned.
To
Once it is
success
started,
or death?
You must see it through. To success or death.
Maybe I should save before we do
We'll
this.
come back.
I could also go back to the Normandy and buy upgrade.
Bloodshed in the rite must not be rushed.
Should I? Yeah, I mean, it might as well. I picked up a couple of things. I could run back, go to the Normandy, purchase the upgrades, save, and then start the rite. If I can remember how to get to the Normandy. I'm lost.
I was off dealing with a Baron attack.
This is the shop. Yeah, where's the Normandy?
Yes.
Was it back up here? Did I go?
The Citadel has its huge arms. Millions of people live there.
Landing platform. To my right.
Why do you care so much? You don't need to chuck her. Run off.
Here.
Run back first.
Make sure to use only the best armor and weapons protection before side questing.
After the destruction of Clan Werlock. Also, I have been unable to access local.
Over Captain. Alright. Back up to the Normandy. Question is, do I still bring Morden on the right itself? Or do I bring Hot Squidward? You don't write these commands for your amusement? Alright. I think that's the only upgrade that we have at the moment. Rite of passage. Turn to the shaman. That is... Actually, you totally write these commands for your user. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you do. Alright. It was just one upgrade, but it was the heavy pistol upgrade, and we like the heavy pistols. So... Apparently we didn't need to actually buy and enable the biotics one? That's weird. But... Sure. Alright, we are bringing Grunt. I'm tempted to bring Thane over Morden. I mean, I have another chance to pick in a moment. We'll try it. I don't know. You have no opinion? I mean, we've done all of the like cultural talking and whatnot, and Morden has had a chance to observe the results of the genophage. I think we're okay to have somebody else come in actually fighting. Although Morden can fight just fine.
Glenn Erdnot has increased in strength. Also, records. Isaac just
Bye.
runs problem.
It sure disappeared fast, but it was definitely a Pyjak tail.
Work half the time, and Pyjaks and Baird and other clans are always trying to kill us. Yeah.
Pyjaks are trying to kill you? Is that even a thing that can happen?
Give me a reason.
Alright, I'm saving, and we're gonna start this thing.
Are you ready to begin the rite of passage? Be warned. Once it is started,
I'm a
you
little
must see it
nervous.
through to success or death.
Let's go.
We're ready to begin.
Excellent.
Welcome back, Shadows of Life. Who to bring? I mean, I think I'm bringing Thane. And my black hole gun, of course. Wow, Tachanka is pretty devastated.
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The Keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan. If you wish to join Clan Erdnot, you must contemplate the Keystone and its trials.
What will happen?
Who knows? You must adapt. You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
We did do the shaman interrupt with the headbutt, yes. It was a cute little interrupt, and I'm glad we went back and did it.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
I will. I'm just getting stuff first. Thank you. You don't want the 3,600 credits that will help us buy weapons? Plus the 1,200 credits that will help us buy weapons?
Let's get started, Shepard.
Plus the med kit?
Hit the Keystone.
Plus 1,800 credits that will help us buy weapons? Hear me when I say that will help us buy weapons. Like, seriously.